The stock market in recent weeks has had a tremendous sell-off, mostly tech, while the sleepy Dow Jones stocks are starting to wake up. What I want to do is analyze the stock market to see if the correction is going to keep going and give you my perspective from a technical analysis standpoint. Let's see if we can figure out where money is starting to move to. First, let's analyze indexes to get a clearer picture of what's really going on, starting out with the NASDAQ. This is the QQQ. Up close, it looks like we're in a downtrend and the bull run is pretty much over. We have lower lows and lower highs, but if we look too close, we're missing the overall bigger picture. This is the NASDAQ zoomed out, the bigger trend, the overall trend. These spots where I marked with the red arrow show the major correction areas. These are the major support areas. I never draw trend lines because what is important to know is knowing where the buyers really are. Meaning as long as we stay above these areas, I will stay bullish. If you are an investor, I see an opportunity, a great opportunity to continue averaging down. If you are a trader, I'd be looking for a few things on the NASDAQ to continue trading. First, we're looking for fast moves up. This shows that the shorts are being covered and money is moving back into the tech stock and we can continue the next bull run. But that's not exactly the only thing we're waiting for to continue this trend. We are looking for one thing, huge moves. After days of huge moves, I'm talking like 1.5%, 2%, 3% days, and a few of them consecutively in a row, it will show a high probability that people will take profits on that day. This is exactly what we want to see. Huge moves because we want to see people taking healthy profits, pulling the market back slightly. This will help create the higher lows, creating new trends, signifying that possibly we could be having another bullish trend. And most likely the downtrend is over in the short run. Take a closer look at the charts. All the areas that I circled in red are pullbacks after a large rally. Pause the video and notice before all of these pullbacks are large bullish gaps. This is the stage that we're looking for. So as a trader, why not hop in now? For a trader, this could be a potential bull trap. Take this actual crash here marked in blue. That spot there is a major correction point. As the market was correcting at the time, we have no idea if it was a correction or an actual crash. We want to make sure that these major support levels or major correction levels are supported with buyers. If it breaks through, then we could have something else on our hands, a huge crash. As traders, if we are bullish, we want to make sure the market confirms that with us. We want to see if the market can make higher lows. In this case, it failed, and this becomes the next, and this here becomes the next major correction, this new low. It goes lower and lower until we have this higher high here. And if you guys were trading around this time, you know the Fed stepped in to pump more money into the economy. So I think from a trading perspective with tech, we will know within a week or two if we will have enough support and energy for the next bull run. If it breaks through this new low that we made though, it could take a lot longer for the next bull run to arrive. For me though, in the next few weeks, I'm actually pretty optimistic of what we see here. When we take a look at the S&P 500, it's kind of more or less the same as the NASDAQ. So let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Or as I like to call it, the Dirty 30. Now keep in mind this can all change, but this is how I see it. The S&P 500 is mixed on the monthly charts as it switches between bullish and bearish candles. And the NASDAQ, or the QQQ, and the tech stocks show that they're all in a major correction. But the Dow is attempting to break out or at least trend upwards and make new highs, with the last two candles being bullish or green on the monthly charts. Let's take a look at the lower time frames. This red arrow shows the last major correction. If you notice, the area is so much closer than the NASDAQ or the QQQ that we're looking at. Meaning if it breaks this, I personally wouldn't be bullish anymore on any of these stocks in the Dow Jones, or I'd be very bearish on the Dow Jones stocks. Though if you do your own research, you'll notice that most of these Dow Jones stocks are breaking out, such as the banking, industrial, and energy sectors for the Dow Jones. Though most of these stocks now are pulling back, some, and most of them actually, are making breakouts, which makes me think that we have a more bullish scenario on the Dow Jones. After a nice run the Dow Jones has been having, I'll be waiting for a pullback to find potential movers where money is flowing into. For now, we take a look at the bigger picture, we can see that these major correction areas have still been moving higher, meaning that every time these stocks dip, there are potential buyers. At the same time, we have a range here for a potential breakout for new highs. The way I see it, the market is making higher lows and higher highs. While most of the Dow Jones stocks, mostly the non-tech ones, are breaking out. This could be what the Dow Jones needs to make newer highs. So for now, I'm patient with the tech stocks and its correction, but I'm still bullish and waiting for my entry on them. Tech isn't dead, but we can see where the money is flowing, which it's from tech to the Dow index. Once tech is done correcting though, that is where most of my attention will go, because I think that's where most of the growth, returns, and overall innovation will be. The more beat down that the index is, especially the NASDAQ, the more I'll be looking for these type of stocks to trade, as long as it stays above those last major support areas that we're talking about, or the last major correction areas. So overall, what I see with these indexes is that, especially with the NASDAQ, we're in a bearish short-term trend or a correction in the overall bullish run that's still going on. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit the subscribe, and write down below if you're bullish or bearish, and if you kind of see the market the way that I do, or if you have your own opinion. But peace out, I'll see you next time.